Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, the medical examiner speaks out about his findings after a detainee is found dead. Plus, a new day, another business shut down by public health. Carmen Chalahi will tell us which one. And Keani Mendiola has the latest on a measure cracking down on massage establishments.
Hafaday and good evening.
They say it's what's on the inside that counts. The same could be said about the dead body found at the Hagana lockup last Friday. Though the scene was apparently squeaky clean, it was the medical examiner's autopsy that revealed foul play, not natural causes, in the deadly beating of detainee Manson Issar.
Even worse, the killing likely involved multiple attackers and an obvious cover-up.
Whoever did it cleaned up nicely.
Everything is clean.
More details on the inmate found dead in his cell last Friday. The chief medical examiner questioning if protocol was followed.
If they check the body every 30 minutes, how come when they call me it was clean already? They cannot change the clothing, they cannot clean they clean the room.
According to Dr. Aurelio Espinola, his first look at the corpse on Friday at the Hagana lockup showed signs of a natural death. Mansour Issar appeared sleeping in his bed, his face expressionless, his clothes fresh, and his jail cell clean. No indicators of foul play then. It wasn't until Tuesday when Dr. Espinola performed the autopsy that it was without a doubt a homicide.
I think this is worse than a car accident.
Issar had a crushed chest, his ribs separating. He also had a lacerated liver, both injuries consistent with being kicked or stomped on.
According to the police, there are 5 people. But as I said, I cannot give the number of those people. It's impossible for me to tell how many.
An autopsy also showed the body had been dead for more than 8 hours prior to Dr. Espinola's arrival to the scene.
When I opened the body, that's all. There was a greenish discoloration already, and there was a smell.
Further raising his suspicions, Dr. Espinola says police never found Issar's blood-stained clothes.
According to the police, they cannot find the old clothing.
The Guam Police Department and the Department of Corrections continue to investigate this case. Dr. Espinola reporting he's only met with police, never with DOC officials. In a press conference earlier this week, DEPCOR leadership reported guards routinely check prisoners and conduct head counts every half hour. They also confirmed Issar shared a jail cell with 2 others. Their names have not yet been released.
These things do happen. It's unfortunate. I mean, I agree. It's unfortunate it happens, but, the majority of the people in here are violent criminals, and when the opportunity arises, these individuals will create problems for us.
DOC Director Tony Lamarena is responding to the comments coming out of the Chief Medical Examiner's office.
That's part of the internal investigation that we're doing, is to make sure that all procedures and policies and SOPs were followed.
Lamarena defends how his officers are required to conduct the range checks every half hour.
It's primarily for the purposes of counting heads. If anyone is missing or escaped. In situations early morning, late at night, when the individuals are asleep, we do not do what we call a standing head count.
The guards only do a visual check during the overnight hours. He says standing head counts, where they match a face to a name, are typically done between 6 and 7 in the morning.
This is the time where, individuals are awakened and, they start to get ready, they shower, they get themselves ready for breakfast.
Now they are looking to see if that was actually done. Lamarena says 3 corrections officers are assigned per shift to the local side of the facility where the detainee's body was found. But he also mentions a $3 million budget cut and a shortage of manpower. Prison shortfalls, he says, that need to be addressed to help better secure the population. On Thursday, his oversight chair, Senator Talina Nelson, told KUAM the prison director's response regarding those safety measures does not justify the killing. Lamarena says,
manpower is obviously key. We need to ensure that, our officers are not fatigued, that they're alert. And, as you stated earlier, it's better to have more individuals on post for the safety and security of not just the officers, but the individuals housed in our facility. Granted, I agree with her. This should not have happened. We do have procedures in place, and if procedures were followed, incidences like this shouldn't happen.
And prison officials confirm no corrections officers have been placed on administrative leave at this time.
Sworn to serve and protect but placed under arrest, Guam police officer Gregory Ray Pan Quintanilla making his first court appearance since his arrest on child pornography charges on Thursday. Prosecutor Basil O'Malley recommended the court order a $10,000 cash bail.
We were asking for a $10,000 cash bail. In the event he posts that bail, we would ask for additional conditions of absolute no internet or computer access due to the nature of the charges.
The court instead released him on a $10,000 performance bond. The 27-year-old is alleged to have received and forwarded a known child pornographic video back in October. The investigation stemmed from a report out of the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. They contacted the Internet Crimes Against Children Regional Task Force in Hawaii, who flagged Quintanilla's Facebook account. Local authorities were able to confirm that account belonged to Quintanilla. The video in question depicted a minor under the age of 14 engaged in sexual acts in front of other children. Quintanilla has worked for the Guam Police Department for 4 years. He starts his 20 days paid admin leave today as an internal affairs investigation is underway.
Also charged with knowingly receiving child porn, Joseph Pangilinan Jr. will assert an insanity defense in his federal case. The alleged crime occurred 2 years ago and involved 2,000 plus images of child pornography, which prosecutors allege he actively sought and possessed. Though they missed the deadline to make the insanity plea by a matter of days, defense attorney Howard Trapp asked for an extension, which the court granted this week. Pangilinan's next court appearance is set for January 10th.
The marshals at the judiciary of Guam are investigating one of their own after a gun goes off inside the courthouse. Officials confirming Marshal Reservist Lawrence Osborne's firearm discharged inside the Guam Judicial Center recently. No one was injured. Osborne is also an officer with the Guam Police Department. Chief of Police J.I. Cruz has since requested information into the incident. However, no disciplinary action has been taken at this time. It's unclear what area inside the local court the gun went off. The investigation is ongoing.
The new year brings more allegations of clergy sexual abuse, only identified by his initials to protect his identity. 66-year-old G.M. alleges he was molested and abused by former Guam priest and Boy Scout master Father Louis Brouillard. G.M. detailed an incident in which the priest asked if he had masturbated before removing G.M.'s pants and performing sexual acts on him. G.M. was only 15 years old at the time. He is suing for $10 million.
A complaint that was taken seriously. This time it's ants found inside a roast duck. At the same time, public health officers inspected and shut down Pho Saigon 2 in Harmon yesterday. They were at Old Town Chinese restaurant in Upper Tumon.
Yeah, the result, a D rating and another restaurant shut down. Carmen Salahi has the story.
June is a regular customer who, like others, was just looking forward to eating lunch at their trusted Chinese food spot.
And we're supposed to have lunch today, but unfortunately the restaurant is closed.
As you can see, the Old Town Chinese restaurant located in the East-West Business Center in Upper Tumon is closed. Customers are concerned for their health and safety.
It's shocking. It's really something very, very shocking because if this is something that's going on, I think our public health needs to be vigilant in watching every restaurant and make sure that they're in compliance to all the health standards.
The reason they were forced to close their doors? 69 different demerits, including a trail of ants found in the storage room near the sack of rice, and several live roaches of different sizes crawling in cabinets. Not to mention the dead roaches that were found in freezers and the kitchen floor. an active infestation. But it's not the first business to close its doors this week. Public health has been on the move.
We really would like to educate. That is our goal, is to educate the public and all these facilities on what compliance with the rules and regulations for environmental health and public health, for that matter, are.
It's not just about shutting them down. Claire Berardi, Public Health Officer 3, says their department does want to help. Meantime, the general manager of Old Town Chinese, Mason, says, quote, Guam is full of roaches, and it's unavoidable, especially in a restaurant that is 12 years old. But we do apologize, take full responsibility for the neglect, and are working to fix it. But for customers like June, it's just really surprising.
Surprisingly, this is really something that I couldn't understand. You know, we live in a society that we have standards. And how this becomes beyond control is really, really something surprising. Are this something that our government not really functioning supposed to be to secure the health of our people?
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Chirlahi.
Thanks, Carmen. Again, you can view the report and previous stories that Carmen filed on our website at KUAM.com.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
A year is made of more than just 365 days. It was each new connection, every show of support, and all your special moments. Happy New Year from your friends at IT&E.
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adahi Itanu program to generously supporting our local charities, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Kidus Ma'asi, Matson.
To me, Blue Moon pairs really well with Guam because Blue Moon is a beer that's exotically spiced. It's very unique and different than anything else out there in the marketplace. We always want to make sure that they're food friendly. You can pair them up with dishes, practically anything. Ingredients are the malts, the hops, the spices. We put them together on that canvas, and the finished work of art is our bottle of Blue Moon beer.
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Welcome back. Well, the crackdown on massage establishments, lawmakers introducing a measure that hopes to uncover those businesses performing illicit sexual acts.
Kiani Mendiola has the story.
Chris and Nick, it looks like massage establishments are going to have to tighten up requirements in order to operate.
For some massage businesses, this story may not have a happy ending. On Thursday, Senator Talina Nelson introduced Bill 226, which would establish licensure and certification requirements for the massage therapy industry. Currently, a health certificate and a 6-month STD check was all that was needed in order to operate as a masseuse. If passed, the bill requires all those who wish to practice the art of massage to meet certain qualifications in order to become licensed or certified as either a massage practitioner or therapist, including education, training, and clearances. The Guam Board of Allied Health Examiners will be in charge of implementing the new procedures. Board Chair Dr. Mamie Balahaja is currently reviewing the bill, but is in favor of its passing. Senator Nelson hopes to accomplish 2 goals with this establishment. The first, to further the massage therapy industry by promoting legitimate massage practices on island, and to tackle establishments operating illegally as a front for sex and human trafficking. It was in 2009 KUAM went undercover, publicly revealing what happens inside multiple massage parlors on Guam.
The investigation showcased workers selling themselves for sex. Since then, a human trafficking task force was put in place. We should note the measure mentions Suruhanus. They would be an exception as long as their practice includes indigenous and traditional remedies. Chris and Nick, back to you.
Thanks for that report, Kiani.
And you can view the measure right now on KUAM.com.
With regional headlines, here's KSPN 2 News.
Half a day, Guam. Here's what's making headlines in the CNMI.
Been a federal prosecutor in some form or another since 2003.
Practicing law on a federal level for 14 years now, Sean Anderson, interim United States Attorney for the CNMI and Guam, has reached a new high in his career today, being officially sworn in at the federal courthouse in Garapan.
Knowing you have the full backing of the Department of Justice certainly is a bit different.
In March, our previous United States Attorney, Alicia Lim-Tiaco, resigned, along with 45 other Obama-era U.S. attorneys around the country. Jeff Sessions, the United States Attorney General appointed by President Donald Trump, asked all 46 of them to step down as a way to clear house and start building the justice system around their appointees. That's when Anderson stepped up to the plate.
When she left, I became the acting U.S. Attorney and basically took on that same role in an acting capacity.
Almost in the islands, 2 years to the day.
I've been with the office, both offices, since January of 2016.
Anderson, who worked underneath Lim-Tiaco for a year before being thrown into this position, says he's ready to continue working hard, as he's been the acting United States Attorney since March.
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. We have a lot of great things going on in the office, in both offices, and it's an exciting job, and it's challenging, and there's plenty to do.
Being sworn in today gives Anderson 120 more days to serve as the interim U.S. Attorney for Guam and the CNMI. Then a final decision will be made, and he hopes he gets to stick around past that timeline.
That's completely out of my control. I know a lot of people are interested in the position.
But for now, Anderson is reveling in the appointment and excited for the future.
My full family out here with me, and it's just a perfect timing over the holidays. Couldn't ask for anything better than that.
That's your KSPN 2 News Roundup. For more, go to saipantv.com. I'm Sherry Riggs reporting.
Now more on Decision 2018. Joining the race this week by picking up their packets are senatorial hopefuls Julia Santos, Adonis Mendiola, and Amanda Blas. And for the Consolidated Commission on Utilities is Harry Elliott IV.
Now some sad news to pass along. Former Tamuning Mayor Connie Duenas passed away on Thursday. The governor has proclaimed a state of mourning, ordering flags be flown at half-staff.
Duenas was the first woman to join the Guam Police Department. She leaves behind 4 children, 10 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. Our condolences to their family.
Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Christmas, so merry and bright, let all the children be in safe passing night. Please, Mr. Santa, you don't know how grateful I would be.
What do we have here? Tender morsels of deliciousness. Wait, back that up. I see you, your little golden brown temptresses, and oh, all that juicy goodness. Wait, is that a new sauce? Where are my car keys? I'm on my way, Mickey D's.
Introducing McDonald's new Buttermilk Crispy Tenders. Juicy and breaded to perfection. Hurry in and get 4 for you or 10 to share.
That's right, my tender game just got an upgrade. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during a big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Women's national basketball team tryouts tomorrow in Teason. I'll get to that in just a bit, along with your NFL schedule. But first off, your direct own Athlete of the Week. Check it out. We're here at Direct Own East Gagnon for our Direct Own Athlete of the Week. Today we have basketball player Billy Belger, and here to present with a check is Joanne. Joanne?
Congratulations, Billy, on being Dial Rentone's Athlete of the Week. Who would you like to present your check to?
I'd like to donate the check to ACS Trust.
You guys just recently won the GTA Holiday Tip-Off Basketball Tournament Championship, playing for the Winning Typhoons.
So we played against Sanchez Sharks, and it was a great game. Played against Reggie Rejabong, former national player. He was a great player. Made me play hard, and then going into it, we played against first we played MTM Falcons, and then when we won against Sanchez Sharks, and we ended up advancing to the finals, and we ended up playing them again. So we're glad that we got the win. Didn't go into an if game, and then that was about it.
Yeah, a lot of success. You transferring over and playing for the UOG Tritons men's basketball program for their Tritons Basketball League. Talk about how you guys were able to not only gel as a team with a lot of the new recruits, but also be successful and have fun at the same time.
It really started off with practice. Coach Brandon made us work hard, playing a lot of defense, and then he also tried to get us into like a lot of team bonding type of stuff. So it really helped us throughout the chemistry throughout the year. So helped us stay undefeated throughout the whole year.
Yeah, you're looking at playing for the Typhoon squad again in the upcoming Golden Hoops basketball tournament. What does the team look like heading into that upcoming tournament?
I mean, it'll be a pretty different team because we haven't got the import anymore, and adding a couple new players, but they played with us before, so kind of be the same.
And you're looking at serving your country in the near future?
Oh, yeah, so I'm planning to join in the Navy sometime next month, so yeah.
So that means a lot of you ballers out there that don't have to guard Billy. That's good news for you guys, but bad news for the rest of his teammates. Are you looking forward to maybe possibly playing some basketball overseas?
I mean, if it's there, I'll play, but other than that, I'll just be working on my career, trying to start a future and everything else like that.
All right, congratulations. Stay tuned to our next Direct Own Athlete of the Week.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by...
Reminder, last tryout session for the women's national basketball team takes place tomorrow morning from 10 to 11 at the Guam National Training Center in Teason. Players will be selected to fill the roster for the Micronesian Games scheduled from July 15th through the 28th in Yap. GNOC residency rules is required. For more info, contact Coach Eddie Pelkey at 888-0370 or email eddiepelkey@gmail.com. All right, now for your NFL schedule, Sunday, January 7th at 11 in the morning on KUAM TV8, NBC Sunday Night Football NFL Wildcard Playoff game, the Atlanta Falcons at the LA Rams. Then on Monday, January 8th at 4 in the morning, KUAM TV 11, NFL on CBS. It's going to be the AFC Wildcard game, Buffalo Bills at Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
I had a dream. I walked into a dealership, picked out a new car, gave them no money, and they're letting me drive it for free the next 3 months.
At Nissan Guam, your dream has become a reality during the premier year-end event. For the holidays, you can drive away a new Nissan with no money down and not make a payment for the next 3 months.
It's on the house.
No money down. We make your first 3 payments. Just sign and drive away. For details, stop by Nissan Upper Tumon or log on NissanGuam.com.
Say hello to the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Hapaday.
This is Aubrey. She lives in the island of Rota. Aubrey works at the mayor's office. And as the mayor's go-to for programs, events, and outreach, she's got a lot on her plate. A typical week includes organizing events, sharing them as they happen, managing community programs, keeping the mayor updated, all while sparing time for the obligatory Ala Fluta. Wherever she is, Aubrey can keep Rota's community engaged and informed.
Gosh, just look at that view. Always fast, always clear.
When she calls here,
it's fast and clear.
When she shares here,
it's fast and clear.
When she streams here,
it's fast and clear. Everywhere fast, everywhere clear. with the widest 4G LTE network in the Marianas. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Attention drivers, it's your last chance to save big during Triple J Auto Group's absolute year-end clearance. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2017s plus mini 2018s. Take advantage of our lowest prices of the year on Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $137 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $80 per paycheck. See PDN and post-print ad for details. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday, Robert Bradley Thamo O'Brien. Happy birthday to our amazing son, Robert. God bless you today, tomorrow, and always. We love you, love Mom, Dad, and all your brothers and sisters. Also, happy birthday, Paul Boo Cruz from The Boys. Hey. Happy birthday, Brian Contreras. And happy belated birthday to Nathan Venus Conception and also to Raymond Bernardo. Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date.
And it's that time to announce this week's Cold Stone Creamery cake winner.
Happy birthday again to you, Azia Sky. Her birthday was on January 4th, and she is the lucky winner of the Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake.
Congratulations, the rep will be contacting you on how you can redeem that yummy cake.
And that's going to do it for us here on the news desk.
Good night.
Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.
Hafide and welcome everybody. I'm Jason Salas, and we get things started with the point-in-time count. Now, many of you may be asking what that is about, but we say on the show all the time, one thing we do as Guamanians is we take care of each other, and we want to make sure that every one of our fellow neighbors is accounted for and that we can help them out.